Welcome back to the Comedy Sideshow. I'm your host, Theo Vaughn, and let me tell you, we have a very special show in store for you. The international comedian Max Amini, that's right people, he's from the nation of elsewhere, is in the building tonight. And after that, one of the best comedy producers in town, turned stand-up comedian, Jay Davis. So sit back and enjoy this week's show, Comedy Sideshow.
Hi, this is Pablo Francisco, and you're watching the Comedy Sideshow.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, whatever you are, people, welcome back to the Comedy Sideshow. I am here with a very special guest. You might actually be my first, I want to say, international comedic star, Mr. Max Amini. How are we, Max?
I'm doing great. How are you, bud?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Good. You said you like my watch too, huh?
I love the watch, and he just had to make it a Persian thing. I'm Persian, if you don't know.
Oh, you really?
If the leather jacket can't tell, I shaved 20 minutes ago. Can you believe this thing? It's already.
It's growing in. That beard's gonna try to steal my watch in a bit.
Oh,
no,
man.
you got Persian people aren't known for theft.
Is that right?
Persian people, I don't think they're not known for that.
Persian people are known to be doctors.
Yes.
Right? Let's make this comedy.com moment a special one.
I wish I was Persian then, because I would probably make a little bit more money.
So this is a new show?
Yeah, it's a podcast, man. It's like a video podcast.
Okay.
And every week it's different comedians.
I can tell it's going to be a special podcast. I really can tell. And the reason I say when we do interviews, specific details stick out. I got a water with a straw. That's
nice.
Classy. That's classy.
That is
all right?
classy, boy.
That's classy. I usually get water and does it, but this show comes with a straw.
Yeah. No, I was on a show once where they brought the water like this.
That's amazing. This is what happens when you kick it with Theo, man. You do classy shows, straws.
Boom, boom, boom. We raised the bar.
I should have wore like my bling bling.
Do you have a lot of it?
Yeah, I do. When I go to Persian parties, I wear my bling. I wear my shiny shirt, my
Magic carpet?
Sinbad shoes.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, the shoes, the pointy shoes, you know what I'm saying? The shoes that protects you from theft. Yeah. You know, somebody attacks you at nighttime, that's what's up. You don't need guns or nothing. Persians, we kick them with the shoes. We're done.
Your shoes get there before you, huh? Now, so, I've just known, obviously we've known each other for years, man. We do a lot of the same circles, but you do a lot more international touring.
Yeah, I've been to Dubai, Egypt. You know, a cool thing is now, today's world, the whole world is more becoming a fan of stand-up comedy. So, you know, it's great. And the money is better overseas because they got the oil money. Hey, buddy, come, I pay you whatever. Make sure you're funny or you die. Funny or die, real funny or die, happens in the Middle East.
There's probably a lawsuit over that website right now by a lot of Middle Easterners.
Like this, they stole our concept. That the beach wasn't funny, we killed him. That's it. And the motherfucker to steal our concept? No.
That's probably why you don't hear of a lot of Middle Eastern comics actually coming out of the Middle East. Huh?
That's why Middle Eastern comics are funny. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a lot of great Middle Eastern comics, man. Russell Peters, Maz Jobrani. They have a new young guy named Amir K. He's pretty funny. He's just starting out, but he's new. You.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm trying to think of other Middle Eastern comics that I really know of.
But Maz Jobrani is the household name.
Yes, undeniable.
You know, he's a pioneer of the Iranian comedians. Actually, there's another very huge Iranian comedian in London. His name is Omi Jalili.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's like the Jay Leno of England.
Omi Jalid.
Yeah, Jalili.
Jalili.
He had his own show on BBC. He's got a new sitcom with Paul Reiser right now. It's
wow.
Paul Reiser. Man, Omi, you owe me some money, dog.
Omi, you owe me.
Omi Jalili. He's a very good friend, very nice guy.
So you, over the years, just from knowing you, I want to say you seem to play the thug card a little bit, or just kind of like the Persian bad boy. Is that kind of true, or?
I don't know. I never knew that, but thank you. It makes me very happy to know.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought, you know, I really don't see myself as a badass, but I think I'm intimidating sometimes.
A little bit.
I like that.
You actually look like a Persian Robert De Niro, doesn't he, a little bit?
I don't know Robert De Niro, but I get Al Pacino.
Oh, that's who I meant, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, huge difference.
Sorry.
I love Al Pacino, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, fuck with me, you call me the right name. Or, capiche.
Yeah, that's good.
Capiche.
I think that's good, man. I'd pay to see that.
I've never done the impression.
You haven't really?
I should do it, huh?
Dude, you should do. Honestly, dude, I'm sitting here looking at you. I'm like, you look just like him. Yeah, but in like your own, and you look like you, but you could definitely do a good impersonation.
That's it.
of him.
Right here, Comedy Sideshow is going to be responsible for my best Al Pacino impression from now on.
From now on, yeah, man.
From now on, we're going to do this.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm going to practice so I do it well. So, you know.
Hooah!
That's it.
God, I love that guy. All right, cool. So let's move on. So you also you're doing a lot of television now. You're doing some different things. I saw some clips on your website.
Thanks, baby.
And are you looking to get into more acting, or?
You know, I was an actor before I be a stand-up.
Oh,
before
really?
I do stand-up comedy. I went to UCLA as a theater major and then graduated. Well, I did stand-up comedy while I was in college, and I never thought really stand-up comedy is going to work out.
Right.
But what happened, the acting didn't work out, so the stand-up comedy just hung in. No.
It's something that like sticks around, isn't it? It like won't leave you alone.
I feel like stand-up, you know, you're a stand-up, so you know, when the bug gets you, you can't let it go. You just love doing what you're doing, and
it's like AIDS, kind of.
Yeah, it's a great AIDS. It's a good, positive one. You know what I'm saying?
It really is, though.
Yeah.
It's like I got the good AIDS.
Yes, I do the, you know, I do the acting. We do the whole thing, you know, go on auditions and whatnot. I was on Mina Mencia for 7 episodes. I did that. I just got a movie. I just finished an independent film.
Oh, did you?
Beer Pong.
Really? Oh, wait, I heard about this.
Yeah, it's gonna air. It's gonna come on. It's gonna come out on DVD in June.
Okay.
They keep pushing it, but hopefully June is happening. Now I play a role of a hippie, and there's just no Persian, nothing. It's just like me playing
a hippie.
A dude.
Awesome,
you know what I mean?
Cool.
So yeah, it's very exciting.
That's cool because you don't feel typecast at all. You get your own deal going on.
Exactly. My first leading role, and we'll see what happens. You know, I'm excited to see
what's going on. Yeah. It sounds great, man. Congratulations on that. Now, you also label yourself kind of as an exotic comic. Was that true?
No. I had a tour called Exotic Imports Comedy.
Okay, never mind. So we're going to start over on that. All right, so now...
I do not want to be the guy, I am the exotic comic. I am so exotic.
So you also had a tour called Exotic Imports Comedy.
Yeah, Exotic Imports Comedy Tour. It was a tour, a black comic, Asian, Middle Eastern, and Hispanic. Coming together, like, you know, that was the concept. And we toured.
Times?
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm from DC, so we started from DC. We went to New York. We went to Minnesota, and then Michigan. And
You
then
get down
came back
south much or no?
No, just didn't happen. You should take me with you.
Have you been to the South ever? Southern part of America, not counting Atlanta.
I mean, does Florida count?
Which part of Florida, Miami?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't count at all.
So then I need to go. You got to take me with you.
Wow,
I'd love to go.
dude, that would be cool. Like Middle East goes to the South.
That would be fun. That would be very educational.
It would be really interesting. Coming to a Southern home near you, Max Amini. So do you have any comedians that are like young comedians that you like to watch? They're kind of up and coming guys that are sort of some favorites of yours?
I never thought about it that way. I never thought about watching the younger comedians. I like to, if someone starts comedy and says, hey man, I'm a brand new comedian, you have any advice? I try to, like, you know, give the best advice I can. I feel like a lot of comedians helped me coming up.
Right.
So, I'm always happy to be able to, but watching them, no, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I will consider watching them.
Yeah, I mean, I see some every now and then. I'm like, wow, I want to see that guy, you know, in 4 or 5 years and see, if he's still doing it or what's going on, or a chick. You know, sometimes you see a chick.
Chicks, yeah, I watch them.
Yeah, I watch the chicks too.
I really try to help them too.
Yeah.
Direct them to the right direction in
Yeah.
life. I usually tell them, just quit comedy, find a rich husband. You're crazy.
Yeah, it is amazing sometimes. There's a lot of funny chicks out there. So how about this though? So you're kind of like a tall, leaner guy. Like, what kind of chicks do you end up banging it out with on the road? Or what kind of chicks are like Max Amini chicks?
Thank you.
Have a type?
I really appreciate that you already considered it happening.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's a huge compliment, Comedy Sideshow. I'm with you, man.
Well, I say, I mean, everybody gets laid by something or someone.
By the one that, you know, I usually get laid by the ones that ask me. No, it doesn't. Hey, man, I'm very romantic.
Really?
Yeah,
You're romantic?
Very romantic. I'm into.
Well, a lot of Middle Easterners, are they romantics or no?
Yeah, I mean, I think it has nothing to do with, you know.
You're a romantic.
I'm looking for the special one.
Okay, you're looking for.
So
a
I'm
special
holding out. I'm trying to find a girl that I want to marry, the one I'm gonna, you know, fall in love with. That she's gonna cook for me every day. And
oh yeah, the one who's gonna do everything, shave my back,
you know
everything. I want it all.
There's so much to do. It's just not enough women to do it.
Yeah.
You ever had that problem?
Oh, dude, I can't do anything. Like, I need a woman to do the other things so I can do some of the things that we need to do.
We need to do.
Yeah.
Bring
like,
the
look,
bread
honey,
home.
I'll do the things that we need to do. You do the other things.
Give me
know?
an example.
Like, I'll do the thing, like, I'll go out and make the money.
Okay.
I mean, I don't feel like women shouldn't be out in the world, but I feel like, you know, women, I think women are much better caretakers of children, much better creators of a home environment.
Yeah.
You know, you got these women out here nowadays, they're just doing crazy stuff. They're dressing like men.
Can we ask a
lesbians.
question from the host? I want to know, are you single or are you...
Single. I'm single out there, ladies, and I'm looking for you.
Yeah? How old are you now?
30 years old.
30 years old?
Yeah.
When are you going to be worried about finding a wife? When is it going to be like, dude, I'm fucking scared. What am I going to do?
Yeah. I think sometimes I feel like it's getting there a little bit. Do you feel that or not?
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah. I was totally cool about it. I was like, man, who cares? I'm focused on my career. And then all of a sudden you go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes.
This is me. Like, what's happening? Like,
Yeah, this is
really?
my life.
Where are they? And you're just looking and like, no. Fuck, there's nothing. What the fuck? Then you start going, okay, let me talk to you again. Come back here.
Yeah.
Come back here.
We'll give you a call back. Yes. It's like auditioning kind of, it becomes.
But I really think the goal is to not put a time clock on it, dude.
It's hard, right, but it's hard not to. Do you agree? You start to feel a little pressure from the world, just from your own age.
And it doesn't help, I don't know about you, but your Persian father calls you, but you think you want to get married, what is going on? Something wrong with you?
Yeah, they think something's wrong.
Are you gay?
Are you gay?
Then what's wrong with you?
I get that. See, my folks are afraid to ask if I'm gay. They're just like, they'll be like real nonchalant about it, like, so what have you been up to? You know, they'll say like real vague stuff, you know? But yeah, when you're 30 years old, you're still out in LA, definitely they think something's wrong back at home. I just want to let you know, Mom, we are out here. It's a tough business.
He's working on it.
In our spare time, we are just hammering down some sweet trim. So we just want to let you know, though, back at home. And that's for you, Mom and Dad, and that's for the troops. And we want to thank you, Max Amini, for being here with us today.
Let's do this, man.
Had a good time. Where can people check you out at, and where are you going to be seen in the future? Touring this summer, possibly?
Every Wednesday night, I'm at the Laugh Factory. Weekends, I'm there. Improv here. I love this show. We're doing a show right here at the Improv. Downstairs, I'm about to go on right now.
Right.
Check out my website, maxcomedian.com, and Facebook, Max Comedian. I come up, hit me up. Poke. I love that shit. It makes me very happy. So
Max Comedian, and we're gonna play one of his clips right now. You can check him out. It's Max Amini. You can see him every Wednesday at the Laugh Factory on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. All right, man. Cool.
Thanks, man.
All right. See you later.
It's good times, baby.
Cheers, bud.
I'll see you. Cheers. How many Iranians here? Iranians, let me hear it. Iranians. Oh, cool. That's very nice of you. Very nice. Very nice. I'm glad you all came out. That's very sweet, man. Iranians are good people, man. You know, one thing, cool thing is there's so many Iranians live in Los Angeles that actually other races are very familiar with our culture. Like, you know, white guy, for example, like a lot of my white friends, like they've dated Persian girls. They're like, oh yeah, I dated this girl named Nulufar. It's like, all right, cool. And they always have some shit to say. But, you know, Middle Eastern women, I'm going to say this, Middle Eastern women, they all have one thing in common. One thing. They all say this when you meet a Middle Eastern or specifically a Persian girl. When you meet them, they all say the same line. I go, hi, where are you from? Persian. Nice to meet you. She goes, oh, I know. I am Persian. I am Persian, but I'm not a typical Persian girl. I swear I'm not a typical Persian. I'm very different. I am so different you don't even know. I'm not a typical Persian girl. And you're looking like, are you serious? Like you're wearing black head to toe, 5 pounds of makeup and a Gucci bag, and the nose job? No, this is not a nose job. This is not a nose job. See, I had breathing problem. And the doctor said, you have to get a job right now. See, I couldn't breathe. My nose was like this. And the air was getting stuck in the mountain right here. No, seriously. And my brain was going without the oxygen. So I had to get a nose job right there. I didn't care to make it beautiful. I just had to do it. Now my nose is like this. When I breathe, it goes straight into my head. Oh, I feel so much better. I am not a typical Persian girl. Very different.
All right, we are back here at the Comedy Sideshow with another always special guest. This gentleman, you've seen him over the years working with the likes of Keanu Reeves, of Dave Chappelle, Dane Cook, Mr. Jay Davis. How are we, Jay?
Dude, I couldn't be better. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me here.
No sweat, man. Definitely excited to have you. Now I'm going to bring this up right out of the gate. You just got back from your first military tour.
Yeah. It was great, man.
How was that?
It was amazing because it wasn't Afghanistan or Iraq. So I wasn't really that scared of getting my head chopped off.
Did they make you wear like protective
bombs.
stuff?
No, it was great because they sent me to the Caribbean islands, and I got a tan. You know, I mean, it was like ridiculous. And then they flew us out with the NFL cheerleaders. Yeah,
really?
I love the military. They hooked the brother up. When I got a call from the USO tour, I was scared. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do it. If I got to go to Afghanistan,
right?
If I got to go around people that you know.
Want to murder.
They see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed American. They might want. I'm thinking they might want to cut my head off.
Germans.
Maybe blow my ass up with some dynamite. I don't know, but I was gonna do it because I love the troops.
Right.
But man, when they sent my ass to the Caribbean with 6 NFL cheerleaders.
No way.
I mean, come on, dude! In bikinis at the beach with palm trees and coconuts. I love the military.
And who's paying for that? The government?
The damn right they are.
Right on. That's awesome.
But then I got back and now I'm being audited by the IRS. So I don't know if I did something wrong. Maybe they didn't like my set. But I get home to a letter from the IRS and I remember I was like, damn, I just performed for the damn military.
Dude, maybe with your tax returns you should send in a picture of you and the chicks on the beach.
I think they're just going to make me, yeah, they're like, they hooked it up so much they were pimping me. So I got to pay back for that great time.
That's probably true.
It was ridiculous, dude.
It was true.
It was a time of my life.
Really?
But no, I do have, honestly, I have a whole nother respect for our military because I thought everything was like, yes, sir, no, sir, don't look at me. But dude, I mean, the colonel was just slapping my ass. You know, I mean, it was great. We loved it. Yeah, it was fun.
Well, it's nice of you to do that, man. You think you're probably gonna do that in the future, hopefully?
Man, if they'll have me back, I'd do it anytime. Anytime, man. I mean, I never felt more protected on a Caribbean island where nothing's happening. So it was really a good time.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have military everywhere. You don't really think about that.
Yeah, I mean, they even told me not to go in certain parts of the ocean, so I knew I wouldn't drown because I wasn't in the water. Because they said you might not want to swim there.
Yep, we're fighting sharks, man.
Yeah.
Every day we are fighting sharks in America.
Yes.
So I'm going to bring up some other stuff. Now, over the years, you've been doing comedy for how long?
Well, I started, let's see, 10 years ago. So, I mean, basically started 10 years ago, but, you know, I started as like a host, producer, promoter of a comedy show. That's how I started.
The Dublin's Comedy Show. It's one of the most famous comedy shows in Los Angeles over the years.
Right.
Was the Dublin's Comedy Show where you had the likes of whom would get up on stage there?
I mean, dude, I'd have...
on a weekly basis.
Dane Cook was there every week, Alonzo Bowden, Dave Chappelle would come down, Jay Moore, Aisha Tyler, Bobby Lee, Sebastian, Maz Jobrani. I mean,
and this was a free show.
Roseanne Barr.
No way.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. One night, you know, I just pulled out booth number 8 in a booth, I guess.
Right.
That's what it would be. You know, like a table, and we built a stage there because, see, when you first start comedy, the Improv and all the other comedy clubs, they don't really, you know, you do the open mics. That's it. But if you suck, then they're not gonna have you back.
Right.
So I figured if I'm booking the show myself, knowing I'm going to suck, at least I can book myself again because I'm the one booking it. So I just started putting myself around all these great comics, which made it even harder because I sucked. And it was like, you know, and when you're like next to a Dane Cook who's destroying and then you come up and just, it sucks even more.
Right.
Because this guy's like, whoa. But that's how I learned, though, you know, and I got to meet comics, and then, you know, I made friends there, developed relationships with people like you and other people, and gained respect from this great show, and then Dane took me on the road with him. Thanks to him, you know, I was able to grow as a comic because he gave me that stage time that you need.
Right, you did Tourgasm, you did Tourgasm, and now on that tour, you guys were performing for, I mean, I can't even imagine the size of crowds you probably.
It was amazing. When we first started, you were just doing the clubs. We did the improv tour. Like, I think you did the improv for like 6 months, and I was the opener host.
Nice. And they were packed shows.
Oh, dude, they'd have to add shows. So, you know, I got to perform comedy in front of sold-out crowds across the country. And
were you nervous at first? Like, did that?
Yeah, of course I was nervous, you know. And, you know, some nights would go better than others. But then he started doing theaters, and then he started doing stadiums. And it was a whole nother... I realized that once I did a stadium with like 12,000 people, it was easier. Because if I get 1,000 of those people laughing, it still felt pretty good.
Right.
You know, it's 1,000 people. You know what I mean? So the higher the numbers, the more laughs you're going to get, even if you suck.
Yeah.
And so, like, even on Tourgasm, there'd be like 5,000 people there. I had 500 of them laughing, man. It felt good. It really did. You know, but you don't want to do too much before the headliner comes out. You know, I try to take it easy.
You want to take it easy.
Take it easy on them.
Now, did you learn, did you actually learn some things from watching, like, some of these great comedians that you've had over the years on your shows?
Yeah, I have. I learned a lot, you know, and, you know, it's just helpful because the best way to learn is just the advice they give you, talking after shows and telling you, hey, you got to do this, try this, you know, mix it up, do your set backwards. Right. You know, just weird things, just to, basically, you just got to keep your feet on those stage at all times, and you will grow. I mean, that's the most that I learned from anybody, I think.
No, it's true. I mean, that's a really good point. Do you think there's one moment that you've ever felt like on stage where you're like, this is it, like this is like I'm really learning right now? Like, do you ever have individual moments where you're like, I feel like I'm progressing at this moment?
Yeah, it happens sometimes, you know. You'll jump a wall where you just feel more comfortable. Right. You know, I mean, you know, or you'll get heckled by somebody and handle it well. Yeah. You've learned to, you get to a point where, you know, I bombed so much that I got great at bombing. Right. You know what I mean? It wasn't a bomb anymore. It was just like, wow, I don't even feel like I'm doing bad. No one's laughing, but I'm still having fun. Because I've been through the humiliation and turmoil. I've hidden in a closet for 4 hours because I bombed before. Like, literally, like, oh, nothing worse than bombing in front of, like, celebrities, entertainment industry, the owner of the Improv. It's awful, man, and bombing in front of them, man. That's when I went and hid in the closet and then had to get a new agent. But
this is crazy,
you get to a point where you just enjoy it, and when you're enjoying it, the crowd enjoys it. You know, that's all it is, man. Just have fun. Nothing matters. What's the worst could happen? You get slapped by Rhonda, you know, in the front row. Big deal. You ever been slapped by Rhonda? I have. Yeah. You don't want to offend Rhonda. I've been slapped by Rhonda somewhere, for sure. Yeah, you don't want to get slapped by the front row Rhonda.
There's a Rhonda somewhere.
Yeah. But it makes for a good show.
I can't grow a full beard now because I got hit so hard one night by a chick.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like some hair that won't come in around my neck right here.
See, that's the thing. The more you're on stage, the more you learn. You know, it's nights like that when you learn. Yeah. When you get beat up or something for pissing off a boyfriend, you know.
So now, okay, well, let's talk about that then. Like, comedy groupies, do you notice a lot of comedy groupies? Like, obviously, you've been around some serious celebrity comics, and you've been on a lot of huge shows. Are there actual groupies backstage after some of these shows, or is it like rock and roll, or no? I mean, I haven't been at the level where you're performing in theaters, you know?
I don't think comedy's like rock and roll. Rock and roll is a whole different type of groupie because, see, you don't want a comedy crowd to be coked up and drunk and excited with their tops off. It just takes away from what you're doing. You know, I don't really want a coked up topless chick in my front row because no one is going to be paying attention to me. And again, it's Rhonda in the front row. Why's Rhonda got her top off and slapping me, man? And then the show becomes about topless, coked up girl in the front row that needs more attention than you. I hate those people, man. I don't want them at my show. I do want them at a Motley Crue concert. I'd love to be next to that girl, but not when I'm on stage because then nobody's gonna listen to me. And it's all about me when I'm on stage because that's why I do this shit.
That's it.
I'm selfish and I like attention and it's fun.
And how did you first get into it? How did you first get into stand-up comedy?
Well, I think I started as a child. I used to, my cousins used to play musical instruments at our family functions, Christmas parties and Thanksgiving. My uncle would say, hey, get up there and play the trumpet for us. And then my dad would say, get up there and impersonate me. Tell us funny stories about what you do. And then I just make people laugh because I didn't play any instruments. So I just would make my family laugh. So I'd get up and I was doing stand-up and didn't even know it.
That's hilarious.
And they would love it when we did a little show. And then I didn't really do it until I was 19 at the other place, and did an open mic there. And then when I was 25, I did it again. Then I started at 31. I didn't start comedy until I was 31.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you regret that, or you just think it just kind of naturally came in your life at that way? You can't regret it.
Yeah, I don't think I regret it. I think if I stayed in it at 19, I would have been eaten alive by the comics. And I'm real naive and nice, and they probably would have beat me out of there or something, man. But when you get older, it's a little easier because you got some life experiences to talk about. You know, at 19, I just talked about masturbating and dicks and all that fun stuff, and it's not as funny. So you get a little older, and then you just talk about masturbating and dicks and stuff like that.
But in a more serious...
Yeah, it's more mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very grown-up masturbation.
Yes.
Right. There's like kind of like an afterthought, and there's like a There's a beginning to it all.
Yeah.
There's like a build up. There's a,
yeah. There's a lot more involved. Yeah. Many years of experience. I don't know.
And now also, I'm going to go and throw this out there. You produced one of, I mean, obviously you started out, you didn't start out, but you produced for a long time. We mentioned the Dublin's comedy show on the Sunset Strip, which was huge. Actually, the first comedy show I ever went to in Los Angeles was your show. You were on that night. I remember Jordy Fox was on. Dane Cook was on. I mean, I was absolutely enamored. This was before I ever even got on stage myself. And now you have another hot night. It's every Monday night at the Parlor.
Right.
It's on Melrose.
It is.
It's a Jay Davis comedy project, basically. Jay Davis comedy show.
Right.
It's every Monday night, and you have. I mean, you've had Dave Chappelle stop in there recently.
Yes.
And now he brought some interesting guests with him.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. You know, like Chappelle, I called him, and he said, "Yeah, man, I'm in town. I'll come down." So he just said, "I won't get there till like 11," and my show, or like 11:30, and my show normally closed at 11. So I just kept putting comics up. I'm like, "Stay, believe me." So he comes down, and he starts doing like 20 minutes.
And now when he shows up, is it weird when he shows up? Like, is there automatically like this crazy energy at the place? Because I've never seen him perform. I've heard stories. I've seen everyone else, I think.
No, nobody saw him come in. He came in like, you know, he comes in like this, and just kind of lays down, you know, on the couch. I'm like, "What's up, Dave?" He's like, "Hey, man, what's up?" I go, "Thanks for coming down." "Yeah, man. Go ahead and put that other kid up for 5 minutes, and I'll go up." "Okay, you got it, dude. You need a drink? Yeah, give me a bottle of water." And so I get him a bottle of water, and he's just kicking back. No one even sees him. He's just kicking back, you know. That's what you got to do, man. He's, you know, people see him, dude. It's like
he's like a Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
like
everybody wants to be around him, so he's got to kind of blend in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I bring him up. People go crazy. 20 minutes in, he's like, "Hey, is the Lowry brothers here?" And I'm thinking, who are the Lowry brothers? You know? Next thing you know, this band starts coming in the back. A drum set starts coming in, a keyboard guy, a trumpet player. They start setting up a band. This Chappelle doesn't miss a beat. The band is setting up. He's doing comedy and killing. Nobody even notices there's a drum set being set up as Chappelle is just still doing comedy.
That's unbelievable.
I love it.
That's when you have made it. When somebody else is
nothing matters.
Up, yes.
Anything that could happen, this dude could do. This guy's amazing. So the band sets up, then they start playing music. He starts like a hip hop jazz fusion going on. And I started thinking, man, imagine if I called his agent. I'm like, "Hey, can we get Dave Chappelle on my show at this little bar in the middle of nowhere that shouldn't even have comedy? It's a sports bar. I don't even know why we're doing comedy there." You know, I just built a stage out of plywood, put some track lighting on. You think Chappelle would come down? Oh, and by the way, can he bring a band? That costs like $200,000. So thank you, Dave Chappelle. I love you, buddy. That was really cool.
Unbelievable, man. Well, obviously, so you've stayed in comedy this long. I mean, obviously, you've had some amazing experiences just traveling around with other comedians. I mean, you've gotten to do some of the biggest stages, you know, in America. You know,
Yeah.
you just started getting to travel around the world doing comedy. I mean, do you feel like you've achieved some of your goals so far?
Yeah, it's weird because I started comedy as a show producer and stuff. So, like, I was able to get into comedy backwards.
Right.
You know, I skipped the open mics.
Right.
Because I didn't want to stand in line. I'm 31 years old, dude. I don't want to stand in line when, you know, I just didn't feel like doing it. And
Right.
I already knew everybody in Hollywood. So I'm like, I'll pack a place. I'll at least bring people. And nobody knew me, so, you know, I'm sure if the Improv knew me, they'd be like, "Dude, come down. He's going to pack the place. I'll bring," you know, but no one knew me. So I had to kind of make a name for myself. That's why I had to go to this little Irish pub. And then, so the next thing you know, like, I started doing that, and then Dane brought me on the road with him. So now I'm staying in, like, 4-star hotels, you know, getting the full-on tour bus, planes, first class. You know, I'm like, I like this comedy shit, you know? And then when I finally broke away from Dane and started learning comedy and getting away from opening and hosting, I'm like, you know, I got to start learning comedy so I can headline myself.
Right.
Now I'm, you know, making less money or maybe performing for like $50, and I stay in like a condo with roaches and crackheads and like, it's like, wow, this is kind of weird.
Some of my old scenes.
Yeah, like I've seen the top. Now I'm actually doing my own stuff, and I got to kind of get back and do some open mics and do all that stuff. And that's a real comic.
Right.
That's experienced, you know, the road, the way the road's supposed to be experienced. You
Right.
know? I got lucky on doing all that stuff, but now I got to go back and hit some. I still do open mics just to get better and work on material, and you know, take the comedy condos, man. I'll take whatever they got. Give me the $100. I'll come down and do a show, just to get better. It'll be fun.
Well, you haven't given up on, man, and I think it's amazing that, like, you know, a lot of people, they get the taste of something great, and then it's hard for them to continue to, you know, develop in the craft and work on what they still want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I don't think anybody could ever say that would be you. And I mean, I knew your name right when I got out here. You always hear Jay Davis, you notice? I mean, it's funny that your name, I feel like, is so big in this city. And now you're still bringing your comedy to try to catch up to it, you know?
Yeah, because I pigeonholed myself as a show producer / host / opener,
right.
you know? So it was even, and I got good at hosting. I love it.
Well, like you said, you didn't pigeonhole, you kind of used that back way in. And
I did.
But it's been effective.
But a lot of the entertainment industry sees me as a host or
right.
an opener. So in order to prove them wrong, I have to get out and start doing these B clubs and gigs and develop my act and get it on a headlining status where I'm headlining and confident doing an hour. And that's what I'm working on right now, so that I can one day possibly do stadiums myself. And it can be done because I've been there, I've seen it.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's crazy.
So Dane Cook is an inspiration for all of us, I think.
Oh, dude, I'm always enamored every time I see him, man. It's really impressive. But yeah, it's amazing that just a collection of just comedic associates and stuff that you have, the people you've seen over the years. It's really cool. And I love watching you work, man. I mean, I think you get better every time that I see you personally, you know?
Well, I appreciate it. Well, I'm a huge fan of your comedy,
well, thanks, dude.
I think you're amazing.
Appreciate
if you haven't
that.
seen Theo Von, go see him, because I'm sure he'll be at an improv near you. I'm not kidding you guys. Get out and see this guy. I'm telling you, amazing. A lot of fun.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Jay.
I don't want to overhype it, but get your ass out there and see Theo Von. He's good.
Well, you can see Jay Davis every Monday night at the Parlor in Hollywood. It's on Melrose Avenue, so go check him out. Check out his show. And also look for him to be producing, not just doing comedy, but probably producing some television shows, you think, based on comedy in the future?
Yeah, I'm working on some project ideas right now, so I can definitely see that happening, because I love producing, so why not take it into television, possibly movies? So I would definitely see myself doing that, for sure, in the near future, yeah.
Well, we'll come check it out. Don't forget about little old us when you do it.
Thank you for having me. And I also perform at the Improv, you know. I'm going to be at the Brea Improv on the 12th of May, so.
12th of May, you can check out Jay Davis at the Brea Improv.
Improv.
And then every Monday night at the Parlor on Melrose Avenue in Hollywood. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks for having me, Theo.
You bet,
I appreciate
dude.
it.
Yep. I'll see you later.
All right.
It's over, people. And as always, we want to thank our guests, Max Amini and Jay Davis, for donating their time. Make sure to check them out online and see if they're coming to a comedy club near you. Remember to check us out and subscribe to us on iTunes. We're blowing up. See you next week with another awesome show. I'm Theo Von Handsomestein. Thanks for stopping by.